Yeah, I mean, I think with a guy that good, you have to guard him as a team. So I don't think it's. We have a lot of guys that are very versatile that I think can really work to make it as difficult as possible in a guy like that. But I think ultimately there's a reason why the best are the best, and you just have to all expend extra effort to guard them as a team. It's a big reason why the whole league has filled up with as many versatile guys on their rosters as possible, is to be able to guard, the LeBron James of the world. That's, still a very difficult challenge.
How strange is it to see him for the first time in February?
Yeah, it is a little bit unique, but obviously, feel like it was just yesterday that he was in here playing in the playoffs, and obviously he always brings quite a crowd and quite an attraction and quite a challenge.
After the deadline today, Brad, is there a moment to exhale and kind of move on? Does that
never
happen?
Really? The blood pressure was never really all that up, so I don't think, I didn't anticipate us doing much, we just have to continue to progress, with who we are, and we like our group. We have the whole time. We weren't perfect early. We're not perfect now, but we are progressing, and so that's really encouraging.
Toronto, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, all made some pretty significant additions. Just how much tougher is this conference?
Those teams were already really good, and the assumption would only be that they would only benefit from those moves. So, it'd be quite a challenge, as we knew it would be.
Right, can you talk about what it's like in a locker room once you get past a day like this, the trading deadline, and guys know they're not going anywhere, and they might.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to ask them how they all feel. It's interesting because, the trade deadline is such a big discussion point and talking point. I think only 1 year did we really make significant moves that I've been here out of my 6. Obviously where we got Isaiah and did the trade with Detroit when Jerebko and Datome were in it. So, we haven't had a lot of change at the trade deadline here. But I do think that, everybody's paying attention to it. Everybody's got TV on. Everybody's got, scrolling through their Twitter. And at the very least, very curious, just like everybody else, to see what's going to happen. But then, it's business as usual once we get together and walk through like we did at 5 o'clock.
Brad, what can you say about Jabari departing?
I can't. I guess nothing's been. Yeah.
Brad, with the kind of roster you guys have, the roster that you guys have with so many capable players, how important is role definition been? I know sometimes on some teams that's an important thing. Has it been less important because you just have so many capable people?
No, I think it's really important, and part of it is that we had to take time to see kind of who was going to fit best together, and that would ultimately impact some of the individual roles. And I think our guys have done a pretty good job, whether we've been fully healthy or not, in the last couple of months of playing those to the best of their ability. It's not easy to go from being a starter like Terry and Jalen were in the playoffs to not. Not easy to be a starter and an all-star the last time he played like Gordon was and not be in the starting lineup. But ultimately, that's what's best for all of us. And everybody's done a good job of being willing to do that for the good of the team and helping us progress. Doesn't mean that we'll continue to. We still have a lot of work to do. But I do think that, a lot of guys have bought into that. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.